didn't create Tesla, he bought it. Just so you know, he doesn't. The one thing that he's created is that DePlorean that's riding around on our streets. He sold it for baseline at 80,000, top end at 106,000. Told people that it was one of the toughest trucks out there, and I don't know if you've been paying attention to YouTube, but there are tons of people out there showing about how if you close the door too hard, it'll break apart. About how it's not in fact bulletproof like he said it is. The windows are easily shatterable. It can't go off road because the axles will break. The whole thing is just a money grab. Another time, do you remember the time when the Taiwanese kids, they were out on a field trip with their teacher and they were up in a cave and they didn't realize that the water was going to be rising and they ended up getting stuck in there. Do you remember that? So what he said, because the whole world was up in arms about like 15 kids that are stuck in a cave and the only way to get them out is to swim them out, he said, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and make a submarine. And they were like, cool, go do that. In the meantime, a diving expert came around and was like, hey, I think I can do this. And so he did. He rescued all of those kids. What's funny is that the submarine would have never worked because most of the places to get them out, the diver and the students had to take off their gear and push it ahead of them through the tiny spaces so that they could follow it. So the submarine would have never worked. But what did Elon Musk say about the man who rescued them? He called him a P3DO because, in his words, no man would ever rescue children unless he wanted to do something to them. Talk about the time when he said he was going to buy Twitter, and Twitter held him to it, and so far to the point where he signed an NDA, and then the very next day he broke that NDA in hopes of getting out of his $44 billion purchase, which he did. And then now SpaceX is now, or X is now going down the tubes. It is losing, its stock. Its stock is falling. It's losing. Yeah, it's losing members. It's losing all kinds of things, and and all it's doing is bolstering fascism and hatred and shit like that. How about the time when he sold?